Hello and welcome to the replay.
No,
so,
hold on. Yeah. Oh, no, but you're on. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
so that's what happens on live Facebook. So if you're just tuning in now, this is Danielle Serpico, the Blackbelt Mastermind, and welcome here to the Blackbelt Mastermind page, or on YouTube or wherever it is. Maybe you're watching it on Compass Media page or wherever it is that you're watching. You're very, very welcome. So myself, Danielle Serpico, the Blackbelt Mastermind, and Alan Hennessy of Compass Media have teamed up to bring you an absolutely phenomenal event. And the reason for this is because, as Alan will explain himself also, we have both experienced with our clients and with people asking questions about various things, a lot of things leading to this event, which is basically problems with mindset and problems with how to overcome certain issues and deal with certain issues regarding social media. The big problem that everybody has is how to put themselves out there, how to have the courage, the guts, the determination, the motivation, the confidence to put yourself out there, and then of course all the details behind it. So between myself and Alan, we decided to team up. Obviously, I'm going to work more on the mindset side of things, which we believe is obviously fundamental to kickstarting you, because most people have very much these limiting beliefs and these blockages, and they're so terrified of putting themselves out there on Facebook and doing something like this and having to have it all perfect. And as you see at the very beginning of this, it never is perfect. So you just got to do it anyway. But and then we've got Alan Hennessy, who I'm going to introduce you to now, who is the social media expert. He is my one-stop guy. I go to him for anything to do with computers, with how to get yourself out there, with social media, promoting yourself, obviously with podcasts, with any advice, tips that you need to know how to put yourself out there for any social media aspects. He is the man to go to, and his business is Compass Media. I absolutely adore him. I love him for many reasons. He's a true gentleman, a great guy, and also he is an absolute expert in his field. So Alan Hennessy, welcome to Blackbelt Mastermind page.
Hey, hold on here now. Let me go back up and we go like this. And there I am. Dun, 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 dun.
And as you can see, he's a joker, a true joker, and we have a lot of fun together.
I'm just trying to see if we can see. Hey, there I am. Yeah, I'm just checking the tech here. Look, you can see I have computers running and everything here beside me. So yeah, just making sure that everything's
your
working.
background is much more professional than mine. I'm just sitting at home on my chair, very relaxed, and you've got everything around you. I've been obviously in your office, in your studio there, and this guy has about 50 computers in this room. Is this room that's just full of everything, systems, every kind of gadget that you can imagine Alan Hennessy has. So
It's my man cave, and my new addition is my Alexa. I don't think you can see that. Yeah, I have Alexa now, so I'm all set up. Me and Alexa have become best friends over the last couple of days. So it was a nice Christmas present from Sandy for me, and yes, Sandy knows exactly what I like. So yeah, but saying.
We have an awful lot of fun together, as we know, and we also have an awful lot of laugh. We share the same terrible sense of humor. But for people that maybe haven't heard us before or haven't tuned in to us and don't quite appreciate just yet our incredible sense of humor, but because we will brainwash them. We will make sure they are hypnotized and mesmerized into loving our jokes. Isn't that right, Alan? But
Yes.
tell us a little bit, because for people watching this back and maybe they're going to get, so desperate to hear one of our jokes that we'll have to skip to one of those. But first, tell us a little bit about what you do and what you're going to bring to our upcoming events, because we have two. Obviously, we have the introductory evening, and we will be sharing lots of tips. And then obviously that's on, what date is that?
It's on the 17th. So it's next Thursday, I think, isn't it? Is it next Thursday?
That's right, in Dublin, in the Central Hotel in Dublin. And obviously you'll probably post links to where people can get tickets to that. We can probably put them afterwards as well. Yeah. And we can share them. Oh, there we go. Okay, brilliant. and you can get tickets obviously on Eventbrite, under both Compass Media page and also under the Blackbelt Mastermind page, or obviously just go and search on Eventbrite yourself for the social mindset for success. You'll find loads of links to it. And also there's the one-day event, which is on the Saturday. So that's the more intensive day on the Saturday, the 26th, I think it is. Isn't that right?
It is, yeah.
Yeah, where that's the full day where you're going to get the full work. So you're going to get a good bit of knowledge, because I know some people are only able to make the evening event. So we are going to share as much as is possible, and we can talk a lot. So we do give an awful lot of value for the 2 hours that we're there. So you'll get lots of tips. And obviously if you come to the full day, you will be blown away, because you're going to be shown so much stuff. You're going to learn so much. And obviously, I might as well just share it. I know I'm doing all the talking at the moment, but I'll pass it over to you in a second. But obviously, this was Alan's idea, but he decided we were going to both share our expertise. So when you buy a ticket for the full day event, what you also get is a private, now this is incredible because I've never done this, and Alan Hennessy decided this himself, but you get a private consultation with both me and Alan separately, obviously, individually at a time that is convenient to you. It can be done live, or it can be done over video call, or whatever is most suitable and convenient to us both. And you get to spend time with us individually as well, and learn and ask us any questions you want for your particular business or whatever it is you're working for. So that's phenomenal value, really, really good value. And I know you have loads of links and loads of extra bonuses.
I've loads of little extras. I've ebooks to give away. I've online courses to give away, but it's all if you're only coming to the full day event, which is a full day intensive masterclass. And when we say intensive, I mean the word intensive sounds like, oh my God, I don't think I'd be able to handle it. You will, trust me, you will. It's what we do is we will teach you the right way. Okay. Basically, you're not going to be overloaded. You're not going to be saying, oh, I can't take it all in. Because we will, you're going to take it in because of the way we're going to teach it to you. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's very, very important to say at the outset of everything, because a lot of people, and I find it as well, when I'm doing a training course, they say, oh, I'm never going to take all this in. You do. You will take it in. You are definitely taking it in.
Yeah. One of the things I just want to say is obviously, Alan is my teacher when it comes to all aspects of social media, but I trained Alan also in NLP. So Alan is an NLP master. So between the two of us, he knows the best and most conducive language in which to influence you, and obviously myself, not just consciously but also unconsciously. And that's what we mean by intensive. It doesn't mean hard work. It means having a lot of fun, enjoying yourself, being excited, having fun, but the information going in subliminally, a lot of it unconsciously. So what happens is you don't just do a course like many courses that you go off and you kind of go, oh, that was interesting, but did I actually learn anything? It's already in you. So when you go next time to do your Facebook Live, you have more confidence, you have more motivation, and the stuff and the tools that you need to learn, that you needed to learn, will just come out of you, because what Alan is going to teach you and the way he's going to teach you is going to be so natural and easy, so that it just happens nearly spontaneously when you go to do your Facebook Live or whatever it is, any kind of social media aspect that you are working on. So so just to add that, any more to say on that, Alan?
And it is, and that's the right, and like, well, I think as well, like we might as well let people know the reason why we've sort of joined forces is because I've seen, like as Danielle has said before, I've seen it with clients, and I've also seen it with training sessions that I've done before, where people say, oh, well, I don't know. And there's a lot that goes on in social media, but a lot of things that people do on social media are not necessarily the wrong things, but they're not necessarily the right things, and they can do them a lot better, because with especially with social media, you need to be social, and you need to be engaging with people, and you need to be interacting with people. So when you're online, it's more than just writing a post. It's more than just creating or putting up a a graphic and saying, well, there you go, and that's going to work. Because guys, being honest, it's not. So the idea behind it is with Danielle there, with the NLP and with her training, She's going to get you into that mindset of how to actually go about it. Because before you even open a computer, and I always say this, before you open a computer, you need to know what you're going to do. It's like everything in life. It's, you have to have a plan, you have to have a strategy, but you've also got to understand how it works before you
Yeah.
do it. But before you understand how it works, you've also got to understand how you work and
Yeah.
how other people's minds work. So
Yeah.
by doing that, what you're doing is that is a key important factor. And one of the main reasons why I done the NLP practitioners course and the master's class is because when I'm training people, I want to be able to help them understand what it is that they need to do. But I also need to get into their heads, and I also need to get into their customers' heads to understand what it is that they're looking for. So then I can help you to portray that right content online. And that's where the key of it is. We had a conversation with Trevor Lorkins only last night, and we were talking about social media. And now, what is social media? There's two words. It's social and it's media. The social part is you interacting and engaging and helping people and getting yourself more visibility. And the media is just the format to get it out there. So
Absolutely.
it's so important that you have that right mindset, and that is going to bring you the success. Very
Yes.
simple.
Yeah, I agree. And something that you're talking about, planning in advance. I mean, I talk about that, as you know, all the time about if you don't have a plan, how do you know where you're going? In life, you have to have a plan in every aspect. And obviously, you have learned about the power of visualization and how effective that is. And it's the same even if we're planning to do something like, a Facebook Live or promote ourselves in whatever shape or form. Anything that you created, like anything that any human being has created that's man-made, like that glass that you just drank out of, had to be created in someone's head first. So what happens is, obviously, in social media, a lot of the time we just start doing something. We say, okay, I've got to do something. And we just put, as you say, a random post on Facebook, and there's no real sense. There's no connection with all the other things. There's no pre-planning. So, like I say, otherwise you're just going around the roundabout of life and you're not really getting anywhere. So you got to have a plan. And that starts. It actually always starts with your own state and your mental state and how your mindset for success and for social media. So have you got the mindset to decide okay, I am going to pre-plan this. I'm going to be in the right mindset, because if you go on to, do a Facebook Live and you're uncomfortable, you don't have the confidence to look in the camera, you're fidgeting around and all that, then how are you going to project yourself at your best? So it starts with building you up first, and that's obviously the part that I'm going to be helping you with, is helping you understand how to project yourself, how to communicate most effectively, the language that is most persuasive, that is most influential, that is most beneficial for your audience and your listenership, or for your readership. If, for example, if you're doing social media posts or writing blogs or writing newsletters or whatever it may be, there is a language, there is a certain communication style that is more effective, and there's a communication style that is less effective. So that is some of the things that I would be talking about. I'll be talking about how you actually sabotage your marketing strategy, because you are, we all do at times, that there are things that you are doing unconsciously, maybe out of your awareness, that is actually sabotaging your plans and your strategy right now for success. So we're going to look at that and see what that is and what to do about it, how to change that. We're also going to look at the ways that you can feel the best way about your business, because if, or whatever it is that you want to promote, because if you don't feel it first, as Alan knows, I always talk about state first. If you're not in the right state first, then nothing's going to happen, or it's not going to happen as effectively. So we're going to show you tools and techniques to get you into a good state of mind so that then you have the confidence, the motivation, the mindset to go out there and promote yourself. Also going to talk about the right way that you can change your psychology and other people's psychology online. So with using the best and most influential language and words, because there's some words that you possibly use that you're not even aware of that are extremely detrimental, that have a very negative effect and send people on completely the wrong direction than you actually want to send them on. So you actually could be turning people away. You could actually be helping people to forget you. You could actually help people, be putting people off what you're promoting by using the incorrect words. So I'm going to share some of those words with you and some of those phrases that are possibly hindering you, and also more beneficial phrases that are obviously going to lead to more success and better business success for you in business, in life, in whatever area it is that you want to work on. So that's kind of some of the stuff that I would be working on with you, and we'll be kind of spreading it out throughout the day and incorporating it obviously with all Alan Hennessy's knowledge. Any comments on that, Alan? Because obviously Alan has worked with me and has done all the my training, so he understands a lot of what I'm talking about already.
But and I totally agree, and that's the key to it, is doing that, and doing that firstly, and then working on the second part of it, which is, and like we're talking about social media here. We're also going to be like the type of training, with especially where I'm going to be focusing on is not just with social. It's also with your blog posts. It's also with your whole digital experience. But it's also about, say, live video, and about putting the right images out, getting the right type of content. How do we write this content? Where should we post? When we create an image online, and when we create an image, where should that text be sitting? Should it be sitting in the middle? Should it be sitting to the right or to the left? There's all these little assets that people forget, and all them digital assets all make up a structure. So when you're deciding on something, that you actually start to think and say, okay, I need to plan this out. But I also, when it comes to executing that when you execute it, that you're executing it the right way. It's not, you're not doing it half-heartedly. You need to be consistent online. You need to be, all of that is all part of what we're going to be training you. But it's also going to help you as well if you are a person, and like I've been on a number of Danielle's courses, and I've seen a number of people have done Danielle's courses and other courses like that, and they say, okay, I'm all ready to go. And like that with, say, the NLP, you see that there's coaches now, and they're saying, right, we have the skills here, and then they go and they try to promote themselves online, and they try and put something on Facebook or Twitter or wherever it may be, and it just misses the message. And I can see from the people that they are missing out on this trick. They're missing out on these tricks. And I'm saying, lads, if you just do one or two simple little things when you're going to do your, whatever it be, a Facebook Live or a Facebook post, if you just take this into consideration, then you're going to get a better result. And it really is that simple, because it's the psychology. As much as social media is there, and digital marketing is there, and presenting and all that is there, you have to understand the psychology behind social media. I've done a huge amount of research into this, and if anyone has been to any of my training sessions, you'll actually understand that is exactly that's the focus, and that's the angle that I go. That's what differentiates me from the other trainers. I'm not saying that the other trainers are bad. I'm not saying that in the slightest, because everyone has their own way of doing things. I come at it from a different angle, but I get results, and I can prove that I get results by showing you what I've done. So, it's not just a case of where I'm just coming on and saying, oh, well, if you do it my way, it's going to work. I have the results. I've seen how it's worked, but I've also spent a lot of time, and lucky enough, I have been very, very fortunate to have my weekly podcast every week, which is the Social Media Talks podcast. And from that, I have interviewed some of the world's leading social media experts. And I'm talking Fortune 500 companies. I'm talking best-selling authors. I'm talking experts in every field. So I'm coming with all of that expertise and all of that knowledge behind me to bring to you on the day. So that's another added bonus that you're going to get. And there's so many benefits of doing this right. And the other thing that I would like to say is that we talk about it being digital and social media and all that. But if you're going out and you're going to present to an audience, you're going to promote something, and you're also going to have a presentation that night, probably on a PowerPoint presentation. We're going to look at things like that of what is the right way to create a presentation. Is there, you'll go and you'll see a presentation, and the PowerPoint presentation behind them will have 1,000 words on it, and nobody's listening to the speaker. They're actually reading the text behind them. I'm going to show you ways that you can do this, that you can actually manipulate your audience, that they're more concentrating on you than they are on the presentation behind you. Your presentation is an added bonus to them. So there's a lot of that. So there's a lot of other bits and pieces that are going to happen on the day that you're going to say, oh, I never thought of that. And a lot of these will actually move between one and the other, between your online and your offline digital marketing.
Yes, I agree. Yeah, no, absolutely. And just looking there, trying to look on the Facebook, just in case anybody does have any questions, particular questions, or any area that they'd like covered specifically on the day. Obviously, you can comment, ask questions here in advance, or obviously contact us, beforehand if you like, if it's something particular. But we'd love you to comment and obviously share this video as well, and share it around for anybody that you think could benefit from improving their business and whatever it is that they want to promote. So please share, please comment, and ask any questions that you have as well in the kind time, as I like to say. So as Alan knows, I'm all about the right, most beneficial language.
Yeah, and I'm just looking there. I see we have Colette Coughlin has just come in there. She says, "Hola, you beautiful people." Yeah, she's in Spain as usual. And Colette will tell you she's done training with me, and she's also done training with Danielle, and she's, so Colette knows what we're talking about. But she says, as I said already, you are a marriage made in heaven. I love it. I love it. Yes. I would say that, maybe not a marriage, but definitely a partnership that's made.
Yeah, definitely a business marriage. We're definitely, we love each other's jokes, but if we were married, we'd probably kill each other.
Murder each other. Yeah, definitely. I would even go further and say murder each other. But anyway, we won't get into that.
But thank you, Colette.
Yeah, if you are watching this live, and let's know where you're watching it from. Just put in where you're watching from. If you find it beneficial, type in yes or no, or if you want to learn more, let us know. But ideally, the whole idea here tonight is that you understand that what we're trying to do, and that you take heed of it. And the idea behind it is that you will come. Even to the introductory night, you're going to learn so much. You're going to learn a lot on the introduction night. Now, the intensive course is it's a lot more in depth, but the introduction night, you're going to find out a lot of information, and you're going to get tips even that night. Like we done one just before Christmas there, and people left and they were saying, "Oh my God, that was so powerful."
And they were taking notes. They were writing and scribbling away and taking photographs of the slides and all kind of stuff. So there was a huge amount of value even in the 2 hours of the evening event. So please come next Thursday to the Central Hotel at 7:30. We're going to blow your mind. Okay, you're going to hear me telling some wonderful jokes and giving you some great content. And this is just a little example. The reason why I talk about jokes is because, and I tell a lot of jokes, is because I want to get you in the right mindset. Because the easiest way for you to learn, as I'm sure you're aware of, is to be in the right state. When you're having fun, when you're relaxed and you're just, you don't expect things to be difficult, that is when the information goes in easiest, when you're most relaxed. So that is the state that myself and Alan want you in and will have you in. So you're going to have a lot of fun. You're going to enjoy it. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be inspirational. It's going to be motivating, and it's going to be very, very informative. So come on Thursday night at 7:30, and of course, please come on the 26th of January to the Central Hotel. Go book your ticket, because I know we're booking up fast now. It's starting to book up quite fast. So go get your ticket, because it will be limited spaces. It is a very intensive, very intimate group, because we want to make sure that we give each of you special attention. And as you know, you're also getting both of us for that ticket price, which is phenomenal. So you're getting an individual session with each of us, as well as all of Alan's other ebooks and lots of different top tips and tricks and stuff that he's going to get you, as well as my book. You're going to get the Blackbelt Mastermind book is included as well. So it's phenomenal value. It's for nothing. And it really, really is. You're going to have an amazing day with us, and you're going to learn lots, so that you are actually going to go. And one of the things that Alan was talking about was about doing a course, and I get this all the time. And as Alan knows, even on the NLP practitioner, master practitioner, there would have been people like this that he would be aware of. And without saying any names, there's people that do course after course after course after course. And I've seen people doing this over the years, and they do hypnosis courses, they do NLP courses, they do coaching courses, but they don't do anything with them. And they just do course after course, because what's happening is they're learning intellectually. They're getting information, but they go home and then they kind of go, oh, do I remember all of that? Oh, I don't know if I have the confidence to put it into practice. And they do nothing. And then they go and do another course, hoping that will help. And they will know another course. Now, in my opinion, that is a little bit of a disappointment on the part of the trainers, because as Alan will know, anyone that comes on my course, and you can see from people that have done the master practitioner, stuff like that, they take action. They go and take action. They go and set up their business. They go and set up their hypnotherapy business, their coaching business. They start to work on it. They start to promote themselves. They put themselves out there. They have the confidence to do that, because I'm teaching in a different way. I'm not just teaching superficially and intellectually. I'm teaching in a particular way, using particular language that is going in unconsciously. So you will get that on the day. Obviously, Alan is very familiar with a lot of this also, because he's one of my first and best wonderful master practitioners. So between the two, and that's why we teamed up, because I wouldn't work with anybody else. I wouldn't work with somebody who just understands stuff intellectually. I want somebody who understands stuff more subconsciously on a deeper level, because I believe it gives much better lasting results. So come next Thursday, and come on Saturday the 26th. We really look forward to seeing you there. And comment and ask any questions that you have. If there's something particular, we will aim our best to cover that on the day.
Yeah. And also, if you are watching this on the replay, let us know that you have watched on the replay by adding a comment in. Just say, watched it on the replay, or whatever it may be, because we're always interested to find out who is watching and when they're watching, because we know that a lot of people have busy lives. We know and we understand that totally. So if you are watching this in the replay, thank you for watching it, because a lot of people, when they do live videos, they actually never think about their replay audience, and that is a key part, because a lot of people, okay, we have a good few people that are in here tonight with us, but I also know that by the end of this week there will be another 100 watches on this, and we're going to obviously share this out across all of our digital channels as well. So you see the benefits of using live video as much as anything else, because you can also use this for your different assets across your digital marketing. And this is what I'm going to be teaching you. It's going to be giving you that insight into how can you repurpose content? Where can you repurpose this? Why should you repurpose it? And what are the steps that you should be taking at the start of creating a live video? For instance, like that, if you are creating a live video, making sure that you have it in the back of your head that, okay, I'm going to use this for a replay somewhere else. And once you start thinking that way, you're going to start going, right, it'll become the norm to you, and that is how you're going to start to do these things. That's the key to all of this. It's about repurposing and saving you time and saving you energy. And that is a key factor in everything we do in business is to save time and to give you time, because we're so busy running around, so
Mm.
busy running around trying to do everything in our business. And especially if you're a solo entrepreneur, or you are, someone who's just starting out, you're going to say, I have to do all this. You can stop and you can say, no, here are assets, or here are items, or here are ways to do things that is going to save you so much time, that's going to give you back that time, whether it be with your friends or your family, your loved ones, or whatever it is, or even if it's just to go for a walk, or just to get out of the house, or just to get out of the office. This course was going to help you with all that because of what we're going to teach on the day.
Yeah.
There, and this is the part where most, I suppose most courses, they don't say that. They say, oh, well, you're going to learn this, this, and this. They don't think about all the other bits and pieces that's going on in people's lives. We know we're doing this every day. I'm social media marketing. I'm social media expert. I'm doing this every day, day in, day out. But I know that I need to take time out. And I know that businesses, because when I started out doing this, and I'm doing this, I have Compass Media open 6 years. We're nearly going to, I think we're actually going into our 7th year. When I started it, I was running around, and I'm going to say it to you, I was running around like a blue arse fly, and I was chasing my tail every day. And then I sort of had to say, okay, I need to stand back from this and I need to take stock. And then I
Mm.
started finding better ways to be more productive and to be more in tune with what I need to do and how to do it. And I have tools in, as I like to call it, Alan's toolkit. I have
Yeah.
tools in my toolkit that I use every day that makes me so much more productive. And I'm going to share them with you. I'm going
Yeah.
to share them with you. I'm
Yeah.
not going to hide them. It's not a case of saying, I'm not giving you that one, but I'm going to give you only. No, I'm going to give you the lot because
Yeah.
I
That,
think you want. Yeah.
And that's something that's really useful, because I must say, because I mean, I always talk about how to be time efficient and use your time wisely and use your time for what you are best at. And, my skills are obviously in coaching and working with people and training people. And, I might as well leave what I'm not as good at to somebody else that's the expert. So that's where Alan comes in, and he would help me, and I would use him to help me to manage my time much more effectively. So he would show me tricks and tips and tools that I can use to do things faster, or maybe just get him to do them for me, myself, like in himself, rather than me doing them, which saves an awful lot of time. So it's great service, obviously, that Alan Hennessy has with Compass Media. So I think we should probably finish up soon, unless people have questions, if they have particular questions. But maybe just to recap very quickly what we're going to do on the day, and what we're going to cover. So if anybody's watching the playback, and a lot of people skip near the end of these videos. So just to recap that, we're giving 2 talks, and we're giving an evening talk on next Thursday, the 17th, in the Central Hotel at 7:30 to 9:30. And we're going to be covering a lot of content on the social mindset for success, and also the full day event on the 26th on the Saturday. You can get both tickets on Eventbrite, or obviously look it up on the Blackbelt Mastermind page, or on Compass Media page. You'll find links to them. And I'm going to be talking about a lot of strategies that you can use, not just on social media, but these aspects obviously can be covered, that are universal, in the sense of you can use these for life, in the sense of you can use these in your communication skills. So you're going to learn a lot about, for example, I'll give you an example about what we call in NLP terms an anchor, okay, a trigger. So you're going to learn how to use, for example, a spatial anchor, which means that for sales, for persuading people, you will have tools and know ways that you can help to persuade people more effectively so that they want to buy your product, okay, or whatever it is that you're selling. So you're going to learn influential language, which is good language, which is going to get them thinking about you, thinking about your product, your service, whatever it is, much more so than unbeneficial language, which will put them on to thinking about somebody else or something else. that somebody else is selling. So you're going to learn the difference about what language is effective. You're going to also learn about, because as we know, your words are 7% and 55% of your communication is your body language. You're going to learn a lot of skills about body language. So if you're doing Facebook Lives or videos or any kind of something like that, you're going to learn the best body language for that. You're also going to learn aspects about your voice and tonality. And obviously Alan will cover some of that as well, because obviously he's a great radio and broadcasting voice, as myself, you know, we do both. But yeah, so I'll be kind of talking about the psychology of it. We'll talk on a lot of the psychology about different biases that we are affected by. So for example, how you can put that to use in your marketing campaigns and your strategies. So for example, we'll touch on loss bias, we'll touch on confirmation bias, we'll touch on social bias, all these different biases that will affect how somebody will or will not go and buy your product. You know, so we will touch on this, so you will understand different aspects of that, so you can use them to your best advantage to go on and sell and advertise your product. So that's some of the stuff that I will be talking about, and obviously most importantly, how to get yourself in the right state so you have the confidence and the mindset to go out there and put yourself out there. Because the biggest problem, the number one problem that I find with clients that come to me is that they're afraid to sell themselves, and they contradict themselves. They say, oh yeah, no, I have a great product, and you know, I believe my product and I know it works, product, service, whatever it is, but I don't have really the confidence. When I go to ask somebody for money about it, when I go to sell myself, then I don't have the confidence to do that, which is a total contradiction. If you really believe in yourself and your product, then what is it that's stopping you? So we're going to talk about that, about how to twirl that around so that you have the mindset that, you know, go out like myself and Alan, that you know, you want to share this. I want to share this information because I know it's beneficial, I know it helps, I know it works, as does Alan. So why would we not want to share it? It wouldn't make sense. So if you want to be congruent and have integrity, if you have congruency and integrity, then of course you want to shout from the rooftops, as we do, about the product and the service that we deliver. So as anyone that knows, if you go and look at testimonials on my page, on the Blackbelt Mastermind page, if you go and look at testimonials on Alan Hellisey's Compass Media page, you'll see that we're real people that over deliver, and we stay with that person. So even though you come in a course or a training, you can always follow up with us afterwards. There's always a secondary gain from that. We're always there to help and listen further down the road. So we don't disappear. We stay with you, and we want to make sure that you succeed. So we both have a lot of integrity. We have our reputation at stake. Ireland is a small country, and we believe in our product. We want to make sure that you succeed, and we are both friends for life. So come next Thursday, and yeah, really looking forward to seeing you. Anything else, Alan?
Do you want a glass of water after that?
We've been talking for over an hour. Yeah, unless anyone has any questions or comments. I don't know. I can't see them coming in. Yeah. You can see them on your side.
No. I just wanted to say hello to Colette. We also say hello to Wendy, who's just joined us, and Deirdre O'Rourke Sullivan. And she says, hi guys. Just joined sitting in my car and Taryn, you're waiting to collect one of my lads. So hopefully you're enjoying this as well. It's passing the time, if nothing else, for you.
Come on Saturday, Deirdre. You love it. You have a great day with us.
Yeah, and as I said, like it's just, I'm just going to reiterate more or less what Danielle said. It's one of those, it's going to be like the evening session, you're going to learn loads, and then on the intensive course, you're going to learn so much, because it's about learning, and it's about understanding. And once you have the understanding, it's having that confidence, and you're getting all of this in one space. You're getting it all. So like you're getting two experts in one room, you know what I mean? And it's no fluffs, just facts. And it's
and privately afterwards.
And then you also get a private consultation with us after, you know what I mean? And that private consultation is not a case of saying, okay, well, I'm going to learn something new. It's if there's something as well that you've learned on the day that you might be struggling with, or you might be saying, I need a little bit more time on that. That's what that session can be used for. Like I do it with all of my sessions. I always give that free 1 hour consultation after. And the reason why I give it is because I know there is questions that you're going to walk away from that day and say, I should have asked that. You have the opportunity to do that. You have the opportunity to do that. And that's key to it. And as Danielle says, like, like anyone that knows me knows that I've built my business on being personal and being there for people and helping people. That's how I have. That is my USP. That is what I do. That is the way I've always done it, and that's how I've gained what I have today. And it's integrity as much as anything else. And I want people to see that, with a little help and a little guidance, you can do this. You can take over the world. Like, before I did the NLP master's course, I was okay. I was confident enough, but I was nowhere as near as what I am today. Now I have no problem walking into a room of 1,000 people and standing up on a stage and giving a talk and saying, yeah, they're here for me, right? And I'm not being big headed when I'm saying that. What I'm saying there is I couldn't have done that 2 or 3 years ago. I couldn't. Well, I probably could have, but I would have been knobbly knees and I would have been shaking like a leaf and whatever. Whereas now it's second nature to me. And
Yeah.
that's to do with confidence. It's to do with changing my mindset. And how I did that was through Danielle. I just
Yeah.
changed the way I think about things. And then from, what I've been doing with my business, I've been sort of adapting that to my business, and I've been seeing massive results, guys. And this is what you can achieve. But I see there's so many people out there and so many entrepreneurs and business owners that all they need is a little bit of guidance. And it's just literally is that little bit of guidance that's going to steer them in the right direction. Because if you are a solo entrepreneur or you're a business owner, you're a small business owner, and you want to move your business to the next level, you want to take it to the next level, this is one of those courses for you. And I'm not just saying it because we're trying to sell it. I'm not actually saying that. I can state here categorically that you will walk away from it and say, I'm so happy I did that, because
Yeah.
it's going to
To
help
make
me.
sure
It's going to help my business.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so yeah, so unless anybody has any questions, anything particular that they want to ask, I mean, I think people have all the usual reservations, that they're not going to learn what they want to learn, that they're going to be, nothing's really going to change afterwards. So if that's what you're feeling, that's what you're wondering, then all you have to do is simply ask us in advance, is send us an email with your questions, topics that you want to cover. If there's something specific that you want to cover, we will make sure that we cover that. If you feel that you're not going to get the support afterwards, remember that you have the consultation with each of us individually. So we're going to help you. You can have the consultation probably before or afterwards, probably afterwards, probably nearly at this stage. So you will be there to support you. So there's all those reservations, those questions can be answered for you.
And as well as that, the last thing I'm going to say on this is it's going to be great fun. We're going to have
Yeah,
great fun. We are going to have so much fun. Like, learning should be fun. It shouldn't be taxing. It should be fun. And it's
exactly.
when you start doing it that way, that when that happens, it makes it so much easier. And it is going to be a lot of fun. And, the beauty of being in a classroom environment, or is that people feed off each other. Any course that I've ever done, I've always said, let's feed off each other. So there will be things that people say, well, I'm struggling with this, or I want to know a little bit more about this. And then someone else in the class and say, well, this was my take on it, and this is how I go, perfect. And it's all about sharing that experience as well. It's, and that's the key to it. It's about sharing, understanding, and learning. And when you have them, that's the secret ingredients to the mindset for success. Do you like the way I finished that? That was just like, ba-ding!
I love that. And I think, seeing that we're talking about fun and all our terrible jokes, so maybe I should share
Oh,
a terrible
no, no, no. I just see Svetlana's comment. She just says it's always a great fun. I love it. I love it.
Hi, Svetlina, how are you? But I was, when I was a kid, I'm sure you've heard this one, but my social network was called Outside. So
Ah.
that's not that funny. But how much does a hipster weigh?
I
Have you
don't
heard this
know.
one?
I did
N
well.
N Instagram.
Oh. You know, guys, when you know when it's time to go, it's time to go.
I can't even laugh because I've got a sore throat, but I'm going to cough. So look, on that note, yeah, I think we should end this. We've been talking for over an hour. So please share this video and comment and like, give it lots of likes, lots of love, and share it, comment, because it'll get us more visibility there. Great social media tip, yeah. And please share it with people that you think that this could be beneficial for. Tell people about the event next Thursday and the Saturday the 26th. And we really hope to meet you, okay, and help you take your business to the next level.
Yeah. So, guys, it's been a pleasure talking to you tonight. Hopefully, you've gotten a little bit more insight out of what we're talking about. We're going to be talking about on the day. And all that's left for me to say is what I always say: be social. Danielle, what do you say? You're gonna have to get a hashtag.
I have one. I say until in the kind time, as you know, I don't like to say in the meantime because that's such a horrible sentence, isn't it? We don't want mean time, we want kind time. So in the kind time, keep dreaming big.
Beautiful. Be social. Talk to you soon. Bye.